Good day, my fellow VR enthusiasts. In this video I will take a look at Shadow Legend. It's a pretty old VR game by now. It's from March 2019. And it's from the same devs who made Arcane Age. Top or bottom right for the video of that game. Anyway, let's get into the game. So, when you start the game you get asked if you want speech recognition. But because I don't have Cortana installed, I'm not activating it. You can't touch to select. When you want to select something, you need to press the trigger. After that, you have to choose your dominant hand, then select your movement style. And good news for people with motion sickness, you can use teleportation in this game. On your right hand, you can see the amount of gold you have, on your left hand the amount of health. And if you turn your arm, you can see these runes, which are all you have collected on the map. But we will come to runes in a bit. To open the inventory, no, there is no quick slot inventory, well, I couldn't find one. You have to grab the chest from your belt and place it in the world. To use something, for example the health potion, hover over it, then grab and drink it. Alright, let's move to the options. You knew this was coming. First, movement. Here you can change the movement, for example which hand you want to use to move, how fast your locomotion speed is, or if you want to use teleport instead of locomotion. Next up, controls. Let me change the snap degree to 45. It's the best number for that function in my opinion. Next is gameplay. Here you can change things like your weapon sight, your belt rotation, meaning how far your belt turns when you turn. And if you want to have aim assist. What is this? Call of Duty with controllers? I kept everything on default. Next up, audio. I disabled the background music and the microphone. And last but not least, the graphics. I can recommend even with a 4090 to keep super sampling on 1. I put it on 2 just to see how it's going to react, and as you can see the frame rate is now like a PowerPoint presentation. So back to 1.1 we go. Alright, that's already it with the options. That was quick. Now let's start the game, and by the way, the game has a story. And I will not spoiler it, so you can experience that for yourself. And the game is around 3 to 4 hours long, so it's not a very long game. Alright, after you're done with the short tutorial, you get spawned in a Smithery. Let's talk about the controls real quick. Left stick to move, right stick to turn. Standard stuff. If you press up or down with the right stick, you also turn. Left or right B opens the menu book and left or right A makes you crouch. There is no jumping. So what can you do in the Smithery? Well, you can get all the items and repair a sword, which is a cool thing. But the equipment doesn't break or gets bent like the sword here. So you don't need to go back and repair your items. I use the same sword for the whole game. You can also heat things in the oven, but it's just for fun I guess. And you can sharpen your sword, which makes it stronger. But I don't think the effect will go away. In my playtime it was active all the time by just sharpening it once. If you open your game menu by pressing B, you can see your tasks on the left side. That is useful if you don't know what to do. After you have left the Smithery, you will have the best part of the game. You can pet the dog. And because that's all you're gonna do, I'm gonna end the video here. Thanks for watching. The NPCs you see do react when you are too close.
Be wary of your step, Grandmaster.
These commands probably do work when you have speech recognition active, which I do not. Lucky for me, my microphone while capturing the video was also disabled, or you would have heard me giving the pet comments for a while. You can also feed the animals in this area, and you can play fetch with the dog, which I also did for a while. Okay, enough of the dog. Like I said in the beginning, you can activate the bow aim assist. Let's try it out and see what's different. The difference is that you can't move the bow how you want to. It's in a fixed position. Oh, and you can't pick up your used arrows. But that's not a problem, because you have unlimited ammunition. You will find runes in the game. Some are hidden on high objects, some are in plain sight. If they are hidden like this one, you need to shoot it down. What are runes for? I will explain that in a bit. You will also find chests in the game with loot in it, and there are two ways of gathering the items. One is by moving your hand towards the item and grab it, or you grab and just move your hand over all items. I would like to talk about the combat, but before we talk about it, let's feed a horse. Okay, after you're done with the start area, or before, it doesn't matter, you can go into a dungeon. So, combat time. Yes, close combat is always that slow. That is actually one thing that kinda shocked me. I wasn't expecting a Half-Life Alyx quality combat with thoughts. But this is very easy. Yes, some enemies do have shields and block your attacks, and you have to wait until they attack. But the speed is the same. I only died once, not sure if that is even dying because I fell down, in a later level. After you have done enough damage to them, you can cut them up and their attacks change, which is a cool idea. You can also cook, drink beer, I guess that's beer, I hope that's beer, and make potions to heal yourself. Cooking and drinking beer is self-explanatory, so let me show you alchemy. Let's make a health potion. First up, you don't need to gather items or search for items. All you need is this cauldron. Why nothing more? Because the ingredients and the bottle are provided. Isn't that nice? Now you put one or all mushrooms in the cauldron, then take a bottle and put it in the cauldron. Voila, you got yourself a health potion. Well done. But how do we store that? Great question. You can't just put the item behind your back. You have to open the inventory and drop them in there. To close the inventory, either close the chest or just move away. You probably have seen the torch here on my right side. You can use it to open up hidden areas, or use it to become stronger. Let me help you with the first mission, getting that wheel to continue the game. That cost me around 1 hour to find. Well, I'm not gonna show you directly where it is, but I will give you a hint. You need to climb up while being in the courtyard. To use it, open the inventory and grab the wheel, and put it on the green circle. Now you also need to drag it away. Important notice, there's no fall damage, not that I know of, and you can't drown. Why do I mention drowning? Another great question, I'm happy that you asked that. Because you need to go underwater to get further in the game. Also, this is not a horror game and it does not have any jump scares. Nor does it have spiders. Let's talk about trading and what runes are for. So, when you want to sell your items you have found in the game, gems, jewels and such, you put them on the table and wait for a bit. Even if the NPC gave you an amount and you put something extra on it, just wait.
How about this price?
Now you can make him an offer. I always went a little bit higher and it always worked. Now comes a problem. His hand is so far away from me that I can't reach it without physically moving. But when you buy something, you teleport the money towards him. Why can't the money when I sell something be on the table or hover in the air? Now the runes. The amount of runes you have determine what kind of weapon you can buy. The more runes you have, the better the weapon. My weapon of choice was the hand cannon. Good damage, nice sound.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, good sir. Now hand over the coins and it's yours.
One more thing about potions. You will find holy wine in the game, which you can't store in your inventory. I just want to say that the sound effects are something else. Let's talk a bit more about the combat. You know already how melee combat is. Range combat is better in my opinion. Yes, you still have the slowed down attack of the enemy, but it doesn't feel that weird on range combat. Also, the enemy ducks when you shoot at them, making it harder for you to hit them. I like that. and with the cannon you can block incoming arrows. And when you die, I guess that's considered dying, it looks like this and you respawn at the last checkpoint. When are you going to show shields? Wow, all these great questions. Sadly, never. I could not find a shield in the game even though there's a shield on the cover. And like always, I'm not gonna show you the end nor the boss fight, and I haven't shown you all the areas. So there's still something for you to discover. And that's it for this video. I hope I could give you a brief overview of the game, what to expect, what I like and what I don't like. If you found this video helpful, interesting, or I could make you laugh, smiling does also count, hit the like button. And if you want to support the channel, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching to the end. Only you can change your own future. If you have a goal, keep working towards it, even if it's difficult. Don't lose your path. Don't lose your hope. You got this. I believe in you.